preschool families, it's Miss Alyssa. Welcome to week 7 of virtual occupational therapy. I hope you guys are doing well at home. I have my bins here today, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to start with strengthening, then we're going to do our craft this week. And this week we have a crab for summer, a little beach theme, and we're also going to work on our self-help skills. So we're going to start with our strengthening activity, and you will need a cookie tray or something that resembles a cookie tray. This is a microwave cover, and a balloon. So what we're going to do is, using that thumbs up pattern, we're going to hold the tray and bat the balloon back and forth to each other or by yourself. And the nice thing about this is that it requires a thumbs up pattern that we need for zipping and cutting. And it also works on shoulder stability and eye-hand coordination. So you should have a lot of fun with that one. The other thing we're going to do is work on hand strength. If you don't have a balloon and a cookie tray, all you need is a tennis ball and some coins. And what I did was I cut a hole in a tennis ball and I drew a little face. I don't know, I didn't do a very good job, but you might have Google Eyes that you can use at home. And your child is going to have to squeeze the tennis ball and feed buttons or coins to the tennis ball. So I have this at school. The kids really like it. It works on hand strengthening. It works on pincer grasp. So this could be a really fun hand warm-up. And of course, if you don't have coins and a tennis ball or a balloon and a cookie tray, we can always start with Play-Doh or therapy putty. And if you don't have that, we'll just do some rote upper extremity exercises. And the kids really like this. And there you have it. That is bin number 1 for hand strengthening. I'm going to set this stuff aside. And we're going to start with number 2, which is our craft. You will need a blue sheet of paper or white paper and a red sheet of paper. If you don't have red, you can use orange. And you can always color a white sheet of paper in if you need to red. And you'll need glue and scissors and markers. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do for our crab is make the circles. He's really just made out of a series of circles, as you can see. So our red sheet of paper we're going to take first, and we're going to fold it in half. And this is a really good skill for the kids to practice, as always. I'm going to make that crease and cut it in half. Or Mom and Dad, you can tear it if you need to. And then we're going to take 1/2 and fold it in half again. And we're going to take a marker. I'm going to take a black marker. And you're going to draw, you're going to keep one side open and just draw a big curve to make a half a circle on that little sheet of paper, that half sheet of paper. And then on the other one, we're going to need a couple sheets. So you're going to fold that in half, like I just did, and then fold it in half again. And we're going to cut it in half. So you have 2 little folded sheets of paper. And we're going to draw 2 curves. So 1, 2, it looks like a backwards 3. And you might want to make sure you're doing that on the folded side. We're going to draw that again. 1, 2. So our kids are going to get practice cutting on a curvy line this week. And if the little ones are too hard for them, you can always pre-cut those. So of course we're going to start with our thumbs up pattern. Make sure your thumb is in the little hole. And open, shut them. Open, shut them. Give a little snip. And this will be the center of your crab. And then you're going to cut out the little ones to make the hands or the claws on the crab. So you have one folded sheet of paper, one folded circle rather. Two folded circles. Three folded circles. And four. And if your child really wants to practice cutting circles, you can just draw 4 circles and have them cut out 4 circles. All right, and then we're going to take glue and glue our crab in the center of our blue paper. Just like this. And then we're going to draw his arms. Oh, let me put my glue down. My 2 curved lines up, like that. And we're gonna put the crab claws on. So I'll put glue at the top of each curved line. Oops. Until I'm getting to the bottom of my glue. And you're gonna glue those circles on back to back so they look like little crab claws. We want to kind of make them a little bit apart. I'll show you. So they look like claws. And then we're gonna do eyes. So I use cereal for my eyes. You can always draw the eyes too. And this also helps kids practice making circles. And then you're gonna draw legs. So this will help with horizontal and vertical lines. So horizontal and vertical lines on each side for the legs. And you're gonna do that 3 times. And we made a crab for the summer. All right, I hope that wasn't too hard. If it is, again, you can pre-cut the shapes and make it easier that way. But really it is all about cutting on curved lines and cutting out circles. So we're gonna put our crab away. And now we're gonna work on bin number 3, which is our self-help skills. So we always wanna zip, button, and snap. If you have an old sweater or jacket in your house, always start with it flat on the table. And I think a lot of kids have trouble with snaps. I don't know if they're on jeans very often, but some kids do have trouble snapping their jeans at the top at school. So you want to just teach them where the center of the snap is and what to look for, the little hole. I always call this the little belly button. You're going to line up your snaps. I always start at the top, and you want to have them listen for the pop. So pop, line up the second one, pop, the third one. I'm having my trouble myself today. And the fourth one, pop. And again, your thumb is your strongest finger, so I always have them push down with their thumb and then try their pointer. So then you can practice opening and have them put the garment on and practice snapping while they're wearing the garment. So you pull it together and snap and snap. And alignment is always an issue. This is a kid's vest, so I can't believe I fit in this, but I'm making it work. And snap. And there you go. So we worked on snapping. And then we have buttoning too. And I hope that you're practicing buttoning every week. And again, I always put the garment flat on the table. And I use the terminology peekaboo, pull it through, so I feed the button halfway through the hole. If you can see this, look for it on the other side. Peekaboo, pull it through. And then zipping is the last thing. And I always tell the kids, put the car in the garage. So start with thumbs up. Put the car in the garage. And pull up. And then you can try it on as well this week. Because we are towards the end of the school year. So I do try to graduate towards that level to have kids try doing fasteners while they're wearing a garment. This one fits me a little better. And that is it for OT this week. I hope to see you. Our last visit is this upcoming week. If I do have you scheduled for the last week of school, we could keep that appointment. And I will keep updating the website throughout the summer. I hope you guys have a great day. See you in our visit.